A monumental moment for the Indian diaspora in North America. The tallest idol of Lord Ram ever installed on the continent was unveiled this Sunday at the Hindu Heritage Center in Mississauga, part of the Greater Toronto Area. The unveiling saw over 10,000 devotees and dignitaries gather in spiritual celebration. The event was attended by a host of political leaders, including Minister of Women and Gender Equality Rishi Valdez, Treasury Board President Shafqat Ali, and Minister of International Trade Maninder Sidhu, who greeted the crowd with the spirited Jai Shri Ram. Also present was Andrew Scheer, interim leader of Canada's opposition Conservative Party in the House of Commons, alongside members of Parliament, provincial ministers, local politicians, and India's acting Consul General Kapidwa.
Unless there is a spiritual, serious revival that's about to take place in Canada, this could be the beginning of the end of Christianity in this country. And I'm not overreacting here. I know some people are going to be like, well, why are you overreacting? This is Canada. We're a democracy. We got the freedom to worship whoever we want, whenever we want. That's the Canada of the 90s and the early 2000s. But we're entering 2025. We're in 2025 now. And I don't see that anymore. I don't see that anymore. And the evidence is right here. A 51 foot high statue at the Hindu Cultural Center in Mississauga. 10,000 people were there, including some federal people. And I'm not just talking liberal. I'm talking the leader of the opposition, the PC party, Mr. Andrew Scheer, interim leader Andrew Scheer / Senate comedian, whatever. I don't know. He was there. I can't even, as much as the liberals are allowing this to happen, the fact that the conservatives were there, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. This is one of the first things that people will see when they're flying over Pearson Airport, about to land at Pearson Airport, about to go into this country. Some people for the first time, or some people just coming to Toronto. This is one of the landmarks they see. A 51-foot statue of a Hindu god. Now, who is Lord Ram, you may ask? Well, I had to do some research because Hindus apparently have hundreds and hundreds of gods, maybe thousands. It's considered the seventh avatar, meaning incarnation, of the god Vishnu. He's celebrated for his adherence to Dharma, meaning righteousness. He is meant to be a moral character, devotion to truth and duty. And the Hindus worship him for guidance in living a moral life. It sounds wonderful. Except, what does the Bible say? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So anything other than the actual living God himself, this is just a statue. But the Hindus worship this statue, one of many. And two reasons why this is not great for Canada. And I'll do the second point before the first point. The second point is also a patriotism thing. This 51-foot statue is going up, and the majority of Canadians have no idea who this person is, who this god is. It has nothing to do with the country of Canada. It has nothing to do with the history of Canada. And it's being shot up as if it's the Statue of Liberty in New York. Now, you see Statue of Liberty, you know what that's about. That's American patriotism. There's nothing Canadian about this statue being put up. Nothing. And it's sad because the only reason that makes this Canadian is the fact that this country allows any religion to put up anything they want. However, I say that as a big however, if Christians or if a church or an organization suddenly wanted to put up a 51-foot statue of Jesus Christ or the cross, I'm sure there'd be a whole bunch of backlash. They'd be like, what is this? We're in a country of freedom of religion. Why are you boasting Christianity so loud? And that leads to my next point, the spiritual concept of this. If we are in a country that allows you to express freedom of religion, you have to have, let's say, regulations. Not regulations on how you worship, but in terms of, I don't know. This to me is a sign of power. This is a sign of power where Hindu is not even a Canadian, it's not even it's a religion from India. And now it feels forced to come into this country when we know that the majority of people that are Hindu are Indian. And to put this in perspective, the 5 most popular religions in Canada, number 1 is still Christianity, for now. Second is Islam. Third is Hinduism. Fourth is Sikhism. And 5 is Buddhism. However, this is in the GTA where this is being put up, right? What are the top 5 religions in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area? Number 5 is Sikhism, and Brampton has a lot to do with that one. 4 is Hinduism. So they're not even top 3, they're 4th. Third is Islam, and second, get this, is no religious affiliation. So you're either atheist, agnostic, or you just have no connection with any religion whatsoever. And number 1 is Christianity. But it seems like Christianity, because of the very content Canadian culture that we have here, not being aggressive with your faith, it's almost as if they're allowing other religions to do whatever they want, and without and we're just sitting there and letting it happen. It's like having a 30-point lead in a game and letting the opposition just creep up and creep up. Suddenly it's 20-point lead, 10-point lead, 5-point lead, 3-point lead. Oh, we're tied. And then, boom, they got the lead. Right now it feels like a 1-point lead. And before lefty Christians look at this and say I'm overreacting, it's just like this. I mean, we are all allowed in this country for freedom of religion, but at the same time, it's like the government is allowing whatever religion to put up whatever they want. And although it's just one statue, this could lead to a lot more. And then next thing you know, people are coming into Canada and they're seeing statues all over the place, and people are gonna be like, I thought we were coming to Canada. I didn't think we were coming to India. Let India be India. Let Canada be Canada. If you're gonna worship here with your religion, it's not about, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All I'm saying is Christianity is in serious danger now in this country. But I want to know your thoughts. Was this statue overblown? Not overblown. Was this taken way out of control? I mean, seriously, where were the regulations with this? You know, because you got Christians right now who can't get certain buildings in certain zones because they don't have the, you know, zoning regulations to do certain things. But you got a 51-foot Hindu statue in the middle of a country that doesn't really celebrate Hinduism like that. Anyway, drop your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe to Born with Purpose. And until the next video, I'm out. God bless.